By 2050, the world will face a $400 trillion retirement crisis. That's not a typo, 400 trillion. And if you're under 40, this affects you more than anyone else. Let me explain why. Welcome back to Money Matters. Today we're diving into something that sounds like science fiction, but is actually happening right now. While everyone's arguing about inflation and interest rates, there's a financial tsunami building in the background that could reshape your entire future. So what exactly is this $400 trillion gap? According to recent data from the World Economic Forum, this is the amount that individuals, pension funds, and governments will collectively need to bridge by 2050 just to maintain living standards in old age. Let me put that in perspective. The entire global GDP is around $100 trillion. We're talking about a gap 4 times larger than everything produced on Earth in a year. Here's what's driving this crisis. 1. People are living longer. The average retiree in 2050 will spend 20 to 30 years in retirement, compared to just 10 to 15 years a generation ago. 2. Birth rates are plummeting. There are fewer young workers supporting more retirees. The worker-to-retiree ratio is collapsing. 3. Traditional pension systems are dying. Only 15% of private sector workers have defined benefit pensions anymore. You're on your own. But here's where it gets personal. If you're Gen Z or Millennial, you're staring down the barrel of this crisis. A recent survey found that 48% of Gen Z took more trips than planned in 2025 despite tighter budgets. Why? Because there's a growing sense that traditional financial planning doesn't work anymore. And honestly, they might be onto something. The old playbook was simple. Work for 40 years, contribute to your 401k, retire at 65. But that playbook was written when pensions existed, when Social Security was flush with cash, and when you could buy a house for 3 times your annual salary. None of that is true anymore. This is why we're seeing explosive growth in what I call loud budgeting and financial transparency movements. In 2025, 59% of Americans tried a money-saving trend they learned on social media. TikTok and YouTube are full of people doing cash stuffing, organizing physical money into envelopes, making budgeting aesthetic, turning financial discipline into content. But here's the brutal truth. While cash stuffing might help you stick to a budget, if your money is sitting in an envelope instead of earning interest or being invested, you're actually losing money to inflation. The real viral finance trend we need? Understanding that the traditional retirement model is broken and you need to build multiple income streams, invest aggressively while young, and probably work longer than your parents did. Now here's where things get interesting. While this retirement crisis is building, technology is completely rewriting how finance works. In 2025, stablecoin transaction volumes approached parity with global card networks in certain corridors. In some regions, they're already exceeding them. What does this mean for you? Financial infrastructure is shifting from banks and brokers to blockchain-based systems. AI agents are starting to handle routine financial decisions, paying bills, allocating savings, even making basic investment choices. By 2026, experts predict we'll see the beginning of Agentic commerce, where AI software manages your money based on rules you set, automatically optimizing for your goals. This could be revolutionary for retirement planning. Imagine AI that automatically rebalances your portfolio, harvests tax losses, finds better interest rates, shifts money between accounts based on your spending patterns. So what's the action plan? First, accept that you're likely on your own for retirement. Social Security will probably still exist, but it won't be enough. Plan accordingly. Second, start now, not later. A 25-year-old investing $500 per month at 8% returns will have over $1.8 million by 65. Wait until 35? You'll have less than $750,000 with the same contribution. Third, diversify your income streams. The one big trip era isn't just about travel. It's about how people approach everything. Fewer jobs, but better ones. Fewer income sources, but more reliable ones. Build side income that can scale. Fourth, embrace the tech shift, but stay skeptical. High-yield savings accounts, robo-advisors, and crypto infrastructure can help, but don't fall for every trend. Cash stuffing looks good on TikTok, but won't beat inflation. Fifth, educate yourself constantly. The financial landscape is changing faster than ever. What worked 5 years ago might not work today. The $400 trillion retirement gap isn't just a statistic, it's a wake-up call. We're the first generation that can't rely on pensions, might not get full Social Security, and faces costs our parents never imagined. But we also have tools they never had: technology, information access, and new financial infrastructure being built in real time. The question is, will you use them? Hit that subscribe button if you want more no BS financial content. Drop a comment below telling me what your retirement plan is, or if you even have one. And remember, the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. This is Money Matters. Take control of your future because nobody else will.